Hi, my name is Jo Nelson. I've been facilitating groups with ICA for 50 years. I have a degree in education and anthropology from the University of Iowa in 1970. Not only did I study cultures, but I was active in the university's International Center and was good friends with people from every continent. I came from a little rural community where the ethnic differences were between the Swedes, the Danes, and the Norwegians. So I was really open and curious, and my world was expanded greatly by my family and friends. Later, my husband and I were assigned to do participatory village development, shoulder to shoulder with village people in first Egypt, Nigeria, and then in Mexican Texas. Our staff was always multicultural, and we lived and worked together. In 1981, we were assigned to work with an Aboriginal community in Western New South Wales. One day, soon after we arrived, I was walking down the street, and an old man with very traditional Aboriginal features was walking down the street toward me. My gut was suddenly wrenched with fear and revulsion. Then I was utterly shocked at my reaction. I had never had this kind of reaction to anybody's looks before. This was not me, and I was thoroughly ashamed. So I started reflecting on what had happened to try to figure out what was going on with me. I noted what I'd seen and noted my reaction. It took me several days to discern what memory or image in my brain had been triggered by the situation. Then it came to me. In my anthropology textbook in the 1960s, there were pictures of savages and primitive people, and at every one of them, their depiction in the textbook looked exactly like traditional Aboriginal Australian faces. So my reaction was caused by that hidden and forgotten association. Once I identified where that reaction came from, I was freed from that association, that unconscious association. My interpretation was that it was an unhelpful, maybe even evil lesson, and I never had that reaction again. We went on to work shoulder to shoulder with all the people in the community and nearby town, both white and black, to share Aboriginal culture and heritage and build respect for each other. Our biases often come from unconscious associations. Being consciously aware of the reflective level, the associations and memories that trigger reactions, allows us to interpret the meaning of these and ask if they're relevant. We are freed to make conscious interpretations and meaning, and then follow that with resolve. I believe also that this has something to do with systemic racism. When we unconsciously are taught images and associations and do not reflect upon them, our actions then become part of the system, and that system has trained us in those images for our behavior. Thank you.